Hello, my name is Brandon Cobb with Team Daikon, and this is my alpha build of my level. In my level, you're a player and you're going through and pushing and pulling big blocks onto switches in order to open doors to progress. Here, I show the player the message that tells them how to use the graph node in my level and how to gaps correctly. They're presented with both these puzzles immediately, pushing blocks and also jumping gaps continuously. After showing them jumping one gap, I start implementing water as like a danger to the player that they can't swim. And pushing blocks opens doors. The door opening makes noises to clue the player into where the door opened at, as well as being slightly in view most of the time. There are multiple, I think is that the player can collect in my level alone. Here is a hiccup that is because of the grass textures on the terrain. It is too much, but the player continues pushing blocks onto switches and opening the nearby doors to the next room. Here, the player can attempt to jump on those blocks, or if they find this immediately following the path, they'll open the door and then go jump on the blocks. But that leads you to this direction where you should look around and see an open doorway to go down. Also use the grass as a guide for the players to lead them towards what the objective of that room is. And I have this setup of jumps here that are pretty difficult and require very precise timing to accomplish. It's something to really test the player's ability to jump from the right moment forward. To the side over there, you will see a wall that's kind of disconnected. That's because that wall has a secret behind it that will lead the player to a new treasure to find, a new upgrade. Here, I'll run against the walls just to show that they're not missing colliders at all or anything like that. I also use the red houses as like checkpoint houses to give the player like a notice that they're coming up on a checkpoint, kind of like a relief system. Up here, there's a message that pops up telling the player to run straight at the wall. And running at the wall moves it, makes it spin, showing them a new mechanic in the level. And then they're presented again with a push block puzzle where you must push a heavier block onto a panel and rotate the door so that you can continue forward. Now, using the terrain, which kind of causes a hiccup here, I disguise this level so that the answer is the only place where there's no grass popping up at. So using what they just learned beforehand on top of guiding them with the grass, they can then push through the door and find the last push block level. And then after pushing this block forward onto the switch that's necessary, the final door opens and the player can progress forward to the end where I have a treasure put here for the end game.